changing landscape.
SAP BRIM or SAP's code to cash, high value and low volume to low value and high volume.
Transformation journey.
Cars as a service really reduces the timeline monthly subscription basis.
What an accelerator is.
Providing implementation services.
Products to services. Hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of Acuiti Talks, your go-to podcast about business process transformation in the area of code to cash. In our latest series, we are zooming in on innovative products that can help streamline code to cash operations. Join us as we sit down with Souvik, CTO of Acuiti Labs, to shed some light on the tools and techniques that can streamline and simplify business processes in today's dynamic landscape. Welcome, Souvik. It's great to have you on board today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
Before we start our conversation today, Souvik, why don't you introduce yourself to our audience and talk a little bit about your role at Acuiti Labs and, what your daily routine looks like?
Yeah, sure. Why not? My name is Souvik. I'm working as a CTO and pre-sales head here in Acuiti Labs. I have around 20 plus years of experience altogether in the code to cash area. Worked on various industries and use cases and various domains across the globe. So I've been witnessing how this industry is evolving and how the technology is shifting from one to another and where they're heading to these days. Of course, the change is very fast now than it used to be. So it's an exciting place to be. And here in Acuiti Labs, we are building exciting products and accelerators to help our customers adapt their transformation into subscription-based business process. This industry is seeing the change like never before. And I'm really excited. I really enjoy my day here when I come here for work. And every day we are trying to innovate and come up with new products, solutions, innovations that can actually help our customers to transform their code to cash journey.
Sounds exciting. So, Souvik, let's kick off this episode by talking a bit about your experience in this industry and the changing landscape of businesses moving to subscription-based models and, the shift that we have been observing from companies moving from products to services. What role you think that technology is playing in this shift?
That's a very good question. Since I am with this industry, working in this industry for 20 plus years, I am witnessing the changes this industry is going through. And you are very right when you say that a lot of companies are moving into a subscription business model, which was not the case before.
Yeah.
I mean, a few years back, no one would have imagined a cycle company will be selling cycle as a service or a printer as a service. But those are reality now, right? So yes, there is definitely a trigger for organizations to move into a recurring business model. And that definitely needs different kind of technologies and different kind of technology landscape rather, which can actually enable them to transform their journey into subscription business. If you see the car, previously all the cars were just sold, right? At one point in time, they sold for like 25 lakhs INR or 25,000 USD, whatever it is, right? And it used to be like just one transaction. And now what is happening, these car companies, they are selling their cars as a service. So they are taking a very low down payment and then customers are paying on a monthly subscription basis.
Right.
So what's happening here is there is a clear shift from recurring business, shift towards recurring business, which basically means from high value and low volume to low value and high volume. So customers or the organizations now will be getting a large number of invoices. Previously, they used to get one invoice for one car. Now, if that car is being subscribed for next 5 years, they are going to get 60 invoices. So you can see how it's multi-folding their work, right? And managing that with the traditional systems or technologies they have been using, it's not going to be possible. Industry is moving towards subscription-based, as we are calling it, like a subscription-based economy. Regulating authorities, they are also coming up with new requirements to, circle this out with proper guidelines so that these businesses are now becomes a more organized
Yes.
or more regulated. So that also needs a different kind of technology,
Correct.
which is not possible through the technologies that, or the legacy technologies that was supporting sales model per se, right? So definitely there is a need for a new technology. Companies who wants to get into this kind of business, they cannot rely upon their old IT landscape.
Right.
They need to transform their IT landscape. So we help companies here in Acuiti Labs to transform their businesses, getting them onto subscription business.
Yeah.
And we focus on SAP BRIM or SAP's code to cash solution sets,
Correct.
solutions portfolio to enable their journey or help them, transform their business quickly and rapidly into a subscription or services-based business model.
We've inside our organization building a lot of accelerators and such products for our customers. So how do you think these accelerators and products can help our customers in their transformation journey, and shed some light on maybe what an accelerator is and how it works?
SAP BRIM is a generic technology platform or a technology framework that is specifically built for services industries. It's not built for any specific industries. So customers needs to customize SAP BRIM or configure SAP BRIM to cater to their requirements for industry specific requirements. So what we have done is we have built a lot of specific industry specific accelerators. For example, we have built it for port, built it for post, we have it for telco, we have it for high techs. What we have done is basically we have pre-built these industry-specific products, pricing, and their end-to-end use cases on top of BRIM, and we have packaged it all together as an accelerator. And how this helps to our customers, right? So you imagine a customer is going for a BRIM implementation. They know what BRIM's capabilities are. They will go through the design, implementation, testing, and probably after like few months or 6 to 8 months, they will first get to see how their systems would look like. Whereas with our accelerators, we have these use cases, their business scenarios already pre-built. So even before we are starting to talking to them, they can see how it's gonna look like, how it looks like for another customer, how it looks like for their peers who are using BRIM and how they are managing their businesses.
Correct.
So this helps our customers to understand where they are heading to and how their peers are managing the business, how BRIM can help. And these accelerates their design, these accelerators their ideas.
Correct.
And these accelerates the timeline to a great extent. So what could have taken like a year, it can be reduced by at least 3 to 4 months. So that's where our accelerators helps. And we have also built some products on top of SAP's code to cash offerings. We have seen some opportunities where SAP doesn't offer particular products or solutions, but our customers are looking for those. So we have actually accepted those as an opportunity for us, and we have built our own products. And we have now integrated our products with our accelerators. So this actually makes a very nice packaged solution for customers for various industries. So I think this really reduces the timeline for our customers during their BRIM billing transformation journey.
So you mentioned about building products. Would you like to tell us which one that is and how it actually works?
So in Acuiti Labs, we are not only just providing implementation services to our customers, we are also developing few products. We have seen some spaces where SAP's code to cash offering is not catering to certain requirements that our customers are looking for. And where we have found those, we have identified few of those which are common among a lot of our customers. And we picked those and started building some products. And we also started building some industry specific products. So if you go to our website or if you go to SAP store, you will find like what are the products that we have built so far, or products that we are selling from SAP.
Right.
The one that I was referring, which is kind of pre-integrated with our accelerators as well. I mean, it's not necessary it has to go with the accelerator,
yeah.
but it can. But it can go just by itself as well. That one is Code to Cash or Q2C Customer Portal by Acuiti Labs. So this is a very interesting space actually.
Right.
And if you go back to my initial point about recurring business or subscription business,
Right.
it's a recurring business. You imagine, right? When you're selling a car at one go, you take the money, you give him an invoice, and then you are done, right?
Yeah.
But here, what happens? You're leasing a car on a subscription mode
Right.
for 5 years or 10 years.
Yeah.
If you take 5 years, you will be generating invoice every month. So for 5 years, you'll be generating 60 invoices, which require 60 payments. And out of these 60 payments, if any of the payments can go wrong, customer may not make the payment, or customer wants to interact with you to
Right.
understand the payments, an invoice might get delayed, things like that, right? So many things can happen. So your customer interaction level is very high in a subscription business.
Correct.
When you're selling a product, it was like once you've sold it, you are done,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Maybe there is a services department who is
Right,
providing
yeah.
services, maintenance, things like that. But when you are selling a product as a service, your interaction is iterative, and
Correct.
managing it manually with your employees or business users is very difficult, right? Here we are talking about cars, but it's everywhere, right? If you talk about cycle, look at Europe, right? How many cycles are on rent that you
Right.
see on the street?
Yeah.
And if you are an organization providing the cycles on services, and you want to touch base with them, asking
Yeah.
for payments to each and every individual, it's not going to work. You won't be able to scale.
Right.
So you need an
Correct.
interface to interact with your customer digitally.
Right.
And that's what we have seen was kind of missing in SAP's BRIM offering.
Right.
SAP didn't have a customer portal. So we identified that, and we have built a customer portal. We have integrated with SAP's BRIM solution.
Right.
And very interestingly, since we have launched this on SAP Store and customers got to know about it, every other customer are interested in it.
Right.
So every opportunity that we work on, they ask us about like, we have heard about your customer portal. Could you please show us how does it work, and how it is integrated,
Right.
and how it is going to fit in our landscape? So those kind of questions. So this is really an area that we kind of unleashed, which was
Correct.
kind of untapped. And currently, if our customers are looking for a customer portal, they are always coming to us
Right.
to provide a solution in that particular area.
That's great, Souvik. This has been an incredibly insightful episode for our viewers. I'm sure of that. Thank you for shedding light on this topic about the product Q2C Customer Portal. I am sure that we will continue this conversation in our next episode, and it will be even more exciting. We can dive even deeper into the features and functionalities of the product. But until then, thank you very much for being a part of this series.
Thank you, Rhea. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being here. And I'll be very happy if I could help or could contribute or influence our customers and help them embark into their transformation journey by sharing my experience. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you, listeners, for being a part of this episode. In this episode, we covered a bit about our accelerators and products that we have at Acuiti Labs. We will be continuing this conversation with Souvik in the later and upcoming episode that we have, where we will dive a bit deeper into the features and functionalities of the product. But until then, thank you so much for watching.